Hello. In our Parashat Yitro, we read of the Ten Commandments, and one of them, of course, is Kibud Horim. Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha. And of course, the essence of Kibud Horim is usually explained under the concept of gratitude, hakarat tov, Hashem, our parents helped us, they gave us, they fed us, they gave us life. So we owe them a lot. And that's of course correct. The Rashar Hirsch adds another aspect that I think is major, you can find it in different places in the Torah and in Chazal, another major theme that is important in understanding the mitzvah of Kibud Horim. The Rashar Hirsch emphasizes the idea that the essence of Kibud Horim is the passing of the tradition, of the Torah, of the belief in Hashem from generation to generation. And if parents do not respect their parents, so this will not pass on correctly. When we can see in history, when does our tradition have problems? When are things cut off? When the children decide to rebel, when the children turn up against the parents, and then the tradition is cut off. So a very important idea of Kibud Horim is respecting the tradition, respecting past generation, accepting the Torah that is being passed by from the parents. But now I want to turn this over. This tells us something about parenting. What is the essence? What is the major job, the major role of parents, according to what we learn in our parasha, what we can see in the Torah? And the major idea we can learn already from Avraham Avinu, למען אשר יצווה את בניו ואת ביתו אחריו ושמרו דרך השם לעשות צדקה ומשפט. The major idea of parenting, of having a home, is teaching your house, your family, your household, everyone, דרך השם, the way of Hashem, and צדקה ומשפט, morality. Those are the two essence. Those are the two major ideas that we have to pass on to our homes, to our surroundings. Parenting is not just about having a nice home, but there's an obligation. What are you supposed to pass on to your children? And passing on to children is essentially derech Hashem, tzedakah u'mishpat. The tradition, the Torah, from generation to generation. That's the obligation of the parents. The children are obligated in Kibud Horim so that this will work. But the parents, that is their major idea that should fill in the home. That should be the idea that the house is very clear. What is the center of a home? Torah, Yirat Shamayim, Musar, Avodat Hashem. All of these ideas, this is the center of one's house. This is the middle. This is what we should be focused on. This week, in many of our houses, not in all of them, of course, but in many of our homes in the community, children came home with a report card. What did we look at? What did we emphasize? What are the questions that we asked our children? Did we look at at their behavior, or did we look at their grades? Did we emphasize only certain educational parts of schooling? Did we look only at the limudei chor, or did we also emphasize limudei kodesh? The way we react to these things that our children bring home, the way we react to schooling, is teaching our children what is the middle, what is the essence, what are we focused on, what are we trying to actually teach them, what are we trying to educate our children with. Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha, for the tradition to be passed on. And this teaches us what a large obligation we have, what a strong obligation we have to pass it on correctly to the next generation. Shabbat Shalom.